It's Thursday, August 10th, 2023, and I've got 3 free best bets for you. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag and make some money. I told you August started off a little bit cold, but we had to knock off the dust off that broom, and less than last night, we got it done. A sweep on the channel. Let's get it 3-0 on the day. Cashing on the Dodgers money line. They got it done late. Jays and Guardians under 8. No sweat bet. That game ended 1-0, and then we cash in our 2-leg player prop hitter parlay. As always, Jose Altuve gets it done. Cody Bellinger gets it done. So we sweep the board. Really needed that. You can see our year-to-date record right here. Broke even on August. Now we just got to keep that momentum going and continue to climb and build that bankroll as we get ready for college football season. As always, drop a big thumbs up on this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. So this way I can keep putting out winning plays. So this way we can keep sweeping the board and more people can get notified about these videos. And if you could smash that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it as well. Now let's dive into our first best bet of the day. For our first best bet of the day, I'm headed over with a total here. Now, most of the games I do like, it's in the small slate, it's in the early games. So a lot of the late games, there's not a ton of value there. So you got to be creative. You got to find different ways to kind of get the value that you're looking for. And I think there's a total opportunity here in that Phillies and Nationals game, taking the over 9 runs in that matchup. -120 odds, pretty standard across the book there. We've got Aaron Nola on the mound for the Phillies. We've got Patrick Corbin on the mound for the Nationals. Two pitchers who really have not been in the best of form. They really should be the best pitchers or one of the 2 best pitchers on their team, and they really have not been this year. Aaron Nola's been struggling all year with this stuff, a 4.58 ERA, while Patrick Corbin's been even worse. Ever since he signed that big contract for the Nationals, it's just been downhill for him, 5.03 ERA, and it's really tough to see. Aaron Nola, it's not been a good year for him. He's really been struggling with his secondary pitchers. Like, his fastball has been pretty good, but it's his secondary pitchers where he's been struggling a lot and finding a lot of trouble. 5.64 ERA over his last 5 starts, so he's been giving up a ton of runs. And if you look at his last few starts, it hasn't been much better. In his last start against the Royals, he gave up 5 earned runs, and the start before that against the Pirates, he gave up 7 runs. And the biggest glaring issue that I see with that is not only the fact that he's given up runs, it's the teams that he's given up runs to. The Royals and the Pirates, those are 2 of the teams that are in the bottom of the league in terms of run per game, batting average, OPS. They're not your best hitting teams. And for you to give up that amount of runs to a team like that in a lineup like that, that screams a big red flag for me. And it's also a big red flag that he struggled with the long ball this year. He's given up at least 1 home run in 19 of his 23 starts this year. So that's really tough to see. So if you're into taking home run props, you might want to look at the Nationals team in this one, because Aaron Nola typically does tend to give up a home run, at least 1 per game. So that's really rough to see. Because of that, I just think this one's going to fly over the total. I mentioned Patrick Corbin's been having a tough time all year. He's given up 35 earned runs over his last 47 innings pitched. I mean, that's almost good for 1 run an inning. And if you look at his last start against the Reds, he gave up 3 earned runs to go with 3 home runs. So that's another guy who's been struggling with the home run ball. And you know this Phillies team could smash one out at any time. I mean, you got Schwarber, you've got Castellano, you've got Harper, and Trey Turner's been finding his form again. So you've got these guys who can smash one at any time, and it doesn't help that his strikeout numbers are down. So if you're not missing batters and you're giving up the home run ball, that's really a bad recipe and a recipe for disaster. He's only had 2 strikeouts in each of his last 2 starts. Both of these teams are averaging about 5 runs per game over their last month or so, and that if they both score 5 today, we're going to get over this total pretty easily. And I like the fact that the wind is blowing towards right field today in Citizens Bank Park, so that means that the gust of wind should help the offense as well, and both guys struggle with the home run ball. So if you like home run props, maybe you should look at this game, but I think this one's going to fly over this total of 9. So give me the over in the Phillies and Nationals as my first best bet of the day. For my second best bet of the day, I'm going with a 2-leg player prop hitter parlay. And I'm taking 2 guys who've really been on fire over the past month or so. And I'm taking Mookie Betts to get 1 hit. And I'm taking Yandy Diaz to get 1 hit. If you parlay both of these together, you get to about -130 odds on FanDuel. So, you know, pretty decent odds. I like to get it a little bit higher, but I think the books are starting to adjust that a lot of people are starting to take these hitter props and hitter parlays. So you're not getting the -250 value like you used to. Now you're spending -300, even upwards to -350 depending on the hitter. So it's really tough to see sometimes, but I think 2 guys that you can depend on to get a hit here at -130 odds is not too bad. Now, if you look at Mookie Betts, he's been on fire over the past month, absolutely crushing the baseball, batting .300 over the last 7 games, batting over .311 over the last 15 games. He has at least 1 hit in 22 of the last 25 games, and he's been batting well at home, has a 314 batting average at home. So you love to see that. And he's got a good favorable pitching matchup as Blatch is going for the Rockies today. And Blatch gives up 12.81 hits per 9 innings. So he's absolutely getting crushed anytime he pitches. Pitch to contact guy. You know, Mookie Betts has been in great form. So I think he should be able to get us one easy hit today. And Yandy Diaz on the other side has been in excellent form as well. He's batting 323 over the last 7 games and 325 over the last month. So pretty consistent there. He's also been really strong against left-handed pitchers, batting 329 against left-handed pitchers this year and batting 346 at home. So I love to see all those numbers. I love to back guys who are batting over 300, and when they're checking off all the boxes in those categories, I love to see that. He has a favorable pitching matchup against Liberatore today, who's given about 11.71 hits per 9 innings. So I love to take guys who are facing pitchers who are average over 9 hits per 9 innings, and this one 11.7, that means he gives us a ton of contact, and Yandy Diaz is going to be right there in the mix. And I think it also helps that both of these guys didn't get a hit yesterday, so that means that they're bound to get one today, because typically guys like Mookie Betts, Yandy Diaz, they're not going multiple games in a row without getting a hit. So I like the fact that they actually didn't get a hit yesterday for them to rebound today. Favorable pitching matchup, so give me both of these guys parlayed together at minus 130 odds is my second best bet of the day. Now for my third and final best bet of the day, I'm going with another player prop. But before I tell you that player prop, what I need you to do is smash that button down in the bio below to join our free Telegram group, where we've got winning picks and plays every single day that we're dropping. A lot of early games are going on today, so by the time you're watching this video, we probably would have had a few call outs already. And like I said, the value is not there in these late games like that. I might find something a little bit later, so you want to stay up to date on all that. And then we're dropping new videos and new commentary every single day about some of the things that we're looking at as we get ready for college football, so you don't want to miss any of that. So make sure you click the Telegram link in the bio below. So now for my last and final best bet, I'm going to take Freddie Freeman over 1.5 total bases. I'm going to go with a player prop. I wanted to take his hitter prop, but it's just the value's not there. For him to get one hit, it's like minus 375, and if you parlay that with some of the other guys out there today, you're not going to get really good value unless you do 3-4 legs, and I'm not a big fan of those as of late. It just hasn't been working out. So because of that, let's just go with over 1.5 total bases at minus 110 on Caesars. Pretty good value there because Freddie Freeman's been absolutely on fire. Listen, fire. Batting over 400 in the last 7 games and over the last 30 games as well. That's pretty impressive, batting over 400 for a whole entire month. He has at least one hit or more in 9 of the last 10 games and 17 of the last 20. So even though we might need him to get 2 hits or a double, you know, I think he can definitely do it because he's been crushing the ball, and he's had at least 2 hits in 8 of the last 10 games. So he's getting on base pretty often. We love to see that. He's batting 353 against left-handed pitchers this year, and like I mentioned, we've got a favorable pitching matchup with Blatch going for the Rockies. I think Freeman hits a home run today, or at least a double, as he's been crushing the ball of late, and he's one of the lead leaders in doubles, and he's also, you know, always a threat for the long ball. I just need him to get over 1.5 total bases, which I think he should be able to do in a plethora of ways, whether it's a double, whether it's a home run, whether it's 2 hits, and he's showed that he's been able to do that over the past month pretty consistently, batting over 400. So give me Freddie Freeman to get over 1.5 total bases as my last and final best bet of the day. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. Hopefully we can keep the momentum going and sweep the board again. I just want another winning day on the channel. I just want to keep growing my bankroll. I just want to keep going as we get ready for college football season. If you guys do have any questions or you need any help, just let me know. Drop a comment below or just shoot me a message and I can be able to help you out. Make sure you guys are following me on all my other social medias like Twitter and Instagram. All the profiles are in the bio as well. So this way you guys are getting those betting educational tips. So this way you guys are staying up to date on what I'm dropping on the Twitter. I'm just trying to be more active for you all as we just try to be better bettors and continue to grow our bankroll. As always, I can't wait to see the money that you make and dictate your fate, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's get it. Later, guys.